so
Yeah.
it's completely something different to hear.
Oh my God,
for
yeah.
your album.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
This
excited.
was probably 1/3 the decibel level.
Oh, wow.
1/30th.
1/30. If you will. Yeah.
We like it loud, but you know,
Yeah.
it takes years to kill those little hairs inside your ears to make it, you know,
Proper.
Just right.
proper. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how did you guys get started with the music? Individually?
Well, you mean how did the band get together?
Yeah. Yeah, how did the
Okay.
band get together, or individually, when did you start?
I started a long time ago, and he started a little bit later.
Yeah.
But,
shortly thereafter, and
Yeah.
you know, I always
Well,
looked
I'll talk about him, and
All
he'll
right.
talk about me.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a very good drummer, and he's been playing around in Baltimore for a long time, and he actually followed the bands that I was in before, and I haven't played out in Baltimore in about 5 years, and he called me up one day and he said, "Should we try to play?" And it took us a year and a half to figure out the sound that we wanted.
Wow.
And so, first time in my life, I took my time to actually try to figure out what the sound was. But no, we got exactly what we want, which is it's maximum overkill almost. It's just very violent. Not violent in its content, but violent in its approach to the audience. Not violent against the audience, but it's to get the audience up. We're probably going to be the most energetic kind of thing to come out of town in a long time. And what we do is we want to do it stylish, as opposed to just showing up with ripped jeans and going
Ripped
like
jeans and a band T-shirt.
yeah, and being like, well, you know.
You know, throw people
we
off
just
a bit,
woke
give them
up.
something to think about.
Yeah,
They
so
see
it's
you
a little
come
bit
on
different.
stage. Yeah, they
It's a
see you
little
come
bit
on stage. They've never seen you before. They're like, I don't know what to think. These
Right.
guys are really sharp. We're gonna hear some jazz. What are we gonna hear? And then
What
you
is it?
bust
Right,
out
and
the
also
rock
like the
roll.
name, exactly, like the name's kind of European, and you're like, what's going on? You know, what is?
Is this a house
Qu'est-ce que
rave?
c'est? What is this? So anyway, so that's what's going on with Nick. So, and he's great.
Thank you. And Andy is, you know, Andy Bob, the legendary Andy Bob, and you know, I've been following this guy for a long time, and I'm a huge fan of his work, and I said, you know, I would like to do something, but I don't think you've reached your entire potential yet, so let's go out and let's kill.
Yeah.
Because that's
And with
you know,
Chris Heath, who is from Gary B and the Notions, he's
I
our
was-
bass player, and
yeah,
he
I
got
was
Chris
actually-
Heath. Yeah.
I was the guitar player with Gary B and the Notions and drummer for a short time. And he said, I think we need a Tommy Stinson from the Replacements for this band. And I said, no problem. Chris, want to play bass with us? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. So it was very easy. And it was, this is sort of the most deceivingly easy thing I think we've ever done. Because we've grown enough now to realize what needs to be done
And how to approach it properly. And
how we want to do it. And
Right.
you know, like, what does it really matter? I mean, we are out here to do what we have always wanted to do, the way we've always wanted to do it. And thankfully, all three of us seem to see things
Exactly
through the
like
same
it.
set of eyes, and it's a beautiful thing. So,
There you have
fight
it.
it. Here we go.
there we go.
So you used to follow him around,
I did.
and then you started playing with him. So it's kind of like living a little dream.
Oh yeah, and in a way, it is definitely that. But you know, I've had my own aspirations as a musician, but you know, this guy writes really good songs, so it's like, well, I got a phone number here. Let's try it, see what happens. So
And doing what we're doing in Baltimore, which is very hard. I mean, a couple bands I was in prior, you know, you could sit here for 5 or 6 years and nobody would know who the hell you are. And except, so this is a very, do you know when they say in New York, if I can make it in New York, I can make it. Now, if you can actually break out of Baltimore, it's kind of harder because people are so critical and so opinionated about things, you know? Where in New York, if they don't like you, they'll just go to another club and there'll be 30 other bands. How many bands are in Baltimore? 10, 15 that are really good, you know what I mean? If that. Of all kind of genres too, you know? So, that's about it.
So where would we be? Sorry.
That's all right.
Edit that.
Take two.
Slate.
I just became an interviewer today. She gave me a prop.
Awesome.
So do you guys have a website?
We have a Facebook, yes, and a MySpace.
Facebook and a MySpace, the way of the world nowadays.
Sure.
Correct.
And you gave us information. You have a gig coming up. Are you
Yes.
guys playing any more throughout the convention?
No,
No.
that's all we did. We just
Just
did
the
3
VIP?
songs for the VIP show, and we have one gig in Baltimore in November 6th, and we'll probably be next year. We'll be going to Europe, so we'll probably be here maybe one more time.
Wow.
Maybe in February, March we'll play Alto or something, and if they'll have it, if they'll have us. and that's about
They'll
it.
like us.
That's about
Well, they
it.
better, because we're going to have to see you again and get some more awesome pictures.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
So-
much.
Thank you.
Great.
Are you guys on iTunes or anything? Where can people find
yet.
your music?
Not
Not
yet.
yet? Something
Not
to
yet.
look forward to in the future?
If you go to our Facebook, we actually have video interviews.
Okay.
So we have a lot of short films that we made, and we also have 3 or 4 demos that we have up. It's taken about 1.5 years to make the record. It's taken a really, really, really long time because we keep recording it over and over and trying to get the right sound. And I'm used to recording records like in 6 days, and we've been doing them now for 1.5 years, and it's getting a little frustrating. No, but
We want you to really like it.
Yes.
Really
We
want you to like it.
Yeah.
We're tired, you know, I mean,
And we're not good with
not to
criticism.
beg or anything, but like, we would like everyone to really enjoy this for the, you know, like, you know, I'm not gonna keep going on about this guy, like, I loved his albums, but, you know, I want everybody to love his albums, and my albums too. And our albums, we hope that everybody will go, wait a minute, that's what we were waiting for.
But actually, what's really cool is I'm just a member of a band. I had previous bands where I was like writing all the songs, and this is completely different. If you notice with the vocals, it's like I sing lead, but he sings a lot with me at the same time. So it's not just one thing. You know what I mean? Usually when you see, you can immediately say, "Oh, that guy must be the leader of the band because he's writing all this stuff like that." Where this is a group effort, quote unquote.
Without question.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yes.
When could we expect to see and find the full-length album?
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah, funny you ask. We have a debut album that's coming out, and it's right here. You know? We have our.
Whereas you used to have to go to Sam Goody to buy these things, now you can just go to the internet and, you know, download it as soon as it's done.
So the new album is out there. It is right there. The new album is out January of 2011.
You've just been laced.